Okay, so we have another question here about compounding rates. And it says, at what rate of interest will money triple in 15 years if compounded monthly? We first write down the given. It's asking for the rate of interest or the periodic rate, and that is written in or through letter J. That's the one in question. And it says 15 years, so that's the time that the money had to stay for it to triple in such time or such period. And we also have the N. The N is basically the time and the frequency. So that's the time is 15 years times the frequency is 12 because it's compounding monthly. Compounding monthly. Okay, and then the formula that we will be using for this, since it's asking for the future, what will the money or what will be the rate if the money triples in 15 years? So it's asking for the future. So we use the future value, which is if it's FV, future value equals present value multiplied by 1 plus I, or the interest, raised to N. The thing is, it says it's if the money triples, which is the future value, it's referring to the present value of the money. What will be the amount of the periodic interest rate if this triples? Therefore, we multiply the future value by 3, but we're using the present value because that's how it triples. So we replace it with present value. 3 times of present value is equivalent or equal to the future value. And we retain the present value as is, and multiply by 1, and then we break this down. How do we break this down? I is equal to periodic rate, or nominal rate, over M, or the frequency. The frequency is this one. So therefore, I will be this. Substituting that will give us J, and the M, which is 12. And the N would be 15 times 12. If we multiply that, that would be 180. 180. So we use the substitution here. Now we need to transpose the values from from corresponding sides. By looking at this, we can already see that we can cancel PV. So cancel PV, cancel PV. This will give us 3 equals 1 plus J over 12, 180. Since this is what we're looking for, and it's enclosed in a parenthesis with exponent, it's not going to be easy for us to do that. So we need to get rid of this. And how are we going to do that? We need to get the 180th square of both sides. So this will be 3 over 1 over raised to 1 over 180. And this will now be just 1 plus J over 12. That's it. Okay. Now we get the value first of 3 raised to 180. That will be 3 raised to 1 divided by 180. 1.0, 1.00. I am getting 4 decimal places actually. 0061 equals 1 plus J over 12. And we need to transfer this to the other side because this is what we're trying to identify. So transferring J over 12 equals 1.0061 minus 1. And that will give us J over 12 equals, so this is 0.0061. Then we transfer this here, that's going to be multiplied. So J equals 0.061, 061 times 12. So 0.0061 times 12 equals 0.0732. And since this is a periodic rate, this has to be in percentage. Therefore, we need to multiply it by 100. So 0.0732 times 100, 7.32. So the rate of interest for the present value of a certain money to triple in 15 years would be 7.32%.